anybody.
It's just entertainment purpose.
It's not.
It's just entertainment purpose.
It's not.
Meant to be in the case of
This
anybody.
is just entertainment purpose.
It's not.
But so there was a video, a live that he did where he literally talked about the case and came for me. And I responded to that live. Whenever I responded to that live, he sent me a screenshot of the video, from the video. And I know the video. I remember where we were. You remember details of things. But okay, bet. So I then took to social media and said, revenge porn, really? I don't do threats, I do promises. Sent the screenshot to my attorney with the text message. I have all of that. And then that was that, right? Some people ran with what they thought sounded good and what they thought, you know, because they don't want to like me for whatever reason, maybe because they think I act bougie or whatever. So they chose to run with this narrative that this man put out, saying all these things about me, going on national television, calling me a hoe, and all this stuff that I'm sitting back here saying, this ain't the truth. Like, stop lying. Only for now for y'all to see and for it to come out. On this show to everyone in the city, people y'all don't even know about. We've seen him go on this crusade, trying to make everyone think that I'm behind this and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And again, I'm sitting back thinking, no, not accurate. But I just choose not to say too much. Because they think I act bougie or whatever. So they what they thought sounded good and what they thought, you know, because they don't want to like me for whatever reason, maybe because they think I act bougie or whatever. So they chose to run with this narrative that this man put out, saying all these things about me, going on national television, calling me a hoe, and all this stuff that I'm sitting back here saying, this ain't the truth. Like, stop lying. Only for now for y'all to see and for it to come out that this person will go to the lengths of asking someone to create a fake page as a man to drop the video me and him did and act like it's him, the fake man. We've seen him go on this crusade to everyone on this show, to everyone in the city, people y'all don't even know about. We've seen him go on this crusade trying to make everyone think that I'm behind this and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And again, I'm sitting back thinking, no, not accurate. But I just choose not to say too much until I want to say something. I want to go for a minute to what it would have been like had this video had gotten dropped. Because even though it didn't happen, in order to feel it and get it, we're going to put ourselves in those shoes of someone you were with for 14 years, who you share 4 children with, who continuously claim that they want such a positive co-parenting relationship, but is doing the things that are being revealed. Didn't I say this is going to be the live of Revelation today? That are being revealed. I ain't going looking for nothing. God continues to bring things and protect me. I didn't go ask nothing. I'm not going looking for nothing. But if you ain't learned one thing by now, The one thing you should have learned by now is God does not play when it comes to me. Period. Every single thing that has been sent out by the enemy to destroy, to deter, has always turned around and worked out for my good. Worked out for my good every time. So I have the text. I didn't go into detail of what was on the text when I did the post, but I'm going into detail today, and I'm telling you that what Carson said, she's not lying. She's not lying. I believe her 120% because I got the screenshot that he sent me in my phone, as does my attorney, right? So, that's one piece. When we talk about going to the depths, I'll be honest, I don't know what's your end game. What is your end game? Like, what is it that you're hoping to gain from this? What's your end game? Because see, another thing I haven't talked about, again, wanting so hard to try to make me seem a certain way. Let's go to this text message because I already sent it to my MacBook so I can read it. Hey, TK, thank you so much. Also, wait to look out on that interview yesterday. It was amazing. She's going to be your co-host. The response is, now, Martell, you gave this woman the limelight. Don't do that. You got a co-parent for the next 18 years, and she's in love with you. You should consider settling with the cream of the crop. Okay. That came to my phone. Y'all know who TK is? I bet y'all didn't even know he was behind that interview happening, huh? I been knew that he took and aided in this interview happening, because what happened is my phone got blown up. I didn't know who it was. Then the text happened, and this is no shade to Tasha K whatsoever. Like, I don't have an issue with her. Never have had an issue with her. But when I wasn't answering, I guess because I didn't know who it was. She said, happy Tuesday. I know you're laughing your ass off, as you should. Martell upset that the world knows what he likes. Heads up, there's going to be a part 2 explaining my strategy for the interview. I said, oh, thank you for the heads up. Looking forward to talking to you in the near future. She said, best of luck on all your endeavors. Again, going back to the depths of what a person will do to try to turn people against you, try to smear your reputation, try to smear your name, knowing good and well that you're in the position you're in because of you. When does your healing start? That's my question. When does your true healing start? When do you start to really move on? When do you completely let go of the past and what was and move on and heal? When? Because that's what I've been doing over here. But when do you start to do that? My prayer is that you get there. My honest prayer is that you get there, that you allow yourself to get to a place of healing, because being in a place of healing, walking in that feels good. It feels amazing. And if I have been such a bad influence and I've been so terrible all these years, right? Then it should be, now that I'm not your life, you should be on top of the world. I don't know about y'all, but anytime I've ever released anything that was holding me back, I always grew to greatness. I always grew to greater. Anytime I removed anything or anybody that was holding me back, that wasn't contributing, that wasn't doing, I always rose up. So when do you start to rise up? Since I was, all of that. When do you start to rise up? When do you start getting up to the sky? On Delta or on something? I told y'all to be patient with me through this live today. I never in a million years, the same way I said I never would have thought that I would not be in a home with my kids every single night and see my kids every day because I'm in the home with them every day. It's the same way I feel when it comes to, I never would have thought that I would be dealing with this with someone that I once loved to the point that I married and had 4 children with and worked hard to build things with. I never in a million years would have thought that, but yet here we are. And so because here we are, it has to be dealt with. Has to be dealt with. And you know, I will say that when it comes to this situation, when it comes to the closed custody case, because it is closed and done now, it's over. Okay, it's done and over. I have nothing else to speak on about it. I never wanted to speak about it anyway, but I did because I had to defend myself because somebody else kept speaking on it. And I still haven't given a lot of details because my children are involved. My children will become adults, and when they want to speak, if they want to speak, they will. But what I will say is, I'm not talking about this no more. I'm not talking about my children's custody case that is now closed and over where everything stayed the same. I'm not doing that. I am going to continue to set my boundaries. I'm going to continue to enforce those boundaries. I don't care who likes it and who don't. I'm going to continue to do that. And that's just where it is for me. Hold on, I see, wait a second. Some of y'all requesting to come in my live. I appreciate y'all's patience, by the way. Thank y'all. Oh, look at, okay, I'm gonna join her in too since she on here. Hold on. For those of you who love on me and support me, let me tell y'all something. We are victorious.